Good morning, Verna Mullen here from StampinNotes.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm located in the hills of Western New York State. And this is a card I want to share with you today, and I just love it. It's so much fun to make. It's called an explosion card. And this is the large one. And it has a belly band. You slip it off like this, and you open it, and you have your sentiment inside. Isn't that cool? And then the little one here is the one I'm going to share with you today, how to make this. This says, just thinking of you. And the belly band slips off. And you open it and it says, get well soon. This is for a friend that's dealing with cancer. So what we're going to start with, we're going to use the Ornate Garden Specialty Designer Series paper. And this is beautiful paper. We're using this piece today. This is the showing both sides of each piece. And this is a special designer series paper because of the gold embossing in it and the different pieces. But if you don't have this paper, this is probably one that you want to add to your collection. It's just gorgeous. I'm going to start with Bumble Bee cardstock. And this piece is 4x8. And we're going to score it at 2 inches and 6 inches, which would be 2 inches on each end. So I'm going to put it on the 2-inch mark. This is our scoring blade, the gray one. And then I'm going to move this down to 6 inch here, and I'm going to score that like that. We're also using our designer series paper. It's 4x8. And we're also going to score that at 2 and 6 inches. And with a designer series paper, you just want to be more gentle when you're scoring, because I've pushed so hard that it's ripped the paper. You just want to be very gentle about it. We're going to take our cardstock, and I'm just going to fold it and use my bone folder to press down that crease and break down those fibers so we have a good score mark and a good fold. So it kind of makes a little book like that. And we're going to come in with our designer series paper. Again, we're going to, I'm going to score just very lightly on this. And then I'm going to show you right now how to do the fold on this. So I'm going to bring back my designer series paper on the 4-inch mark, and that is the middle of the paper. And I'm just going to take a pencil and I'm going to mark that on my designer series paper like this. So that is the center of our paper. And this is how you make the fun fold. I'm going to take this corner and bring it down to this center mark right here. And I'm going to fold that. Just want to make sure I've got this completely straight. Then I'm going to take this corner here and bring it down to this mark. Like that. Alright, so we have kind of an X design going on. And we're going to do it with the other side. Bring this corner down to this line. And then bring this corner, whoops, wrong corner, this corner down to the bottom here, like that. And that looks a little crooked. It is a little crooked. There. Alright, so I'm going to bring my bone folder back, and I'm just going to crease this. I'm going to crease it the other way also. We'll bring this in. Okay, so this is, we have like 2 X's. Now to make our fold, well, first I'll erase these marks. To make your fold, you're going to just push in right there. So we've got that side. And then we're going to take this and push in this way. Like this. And the side that you push in on is going to be on the outside. So if I wanted the flower paper to open up and show when someone opens it, so it will be like this. Okay? Now we're going to put this in the center of our card here. Okay, so I'm bringing in my multi-purpose liquid glue, and I am just going to lightly go around the edges. You could use your snail adhesive, or you can use the liquid glue. The liquid glue is strong enough to hold it. And you just want to center that in your the middle of your card here. And that looks pretty good. And then I'm going to put glue on this side here. This large triangle like that. I'm going to take and press this down over that. Just hold it for a minute. Same thing here. And take and press that down. I'm just going to turn it over, give it a good back rub. So I'm going to let that sit a minute while we do our stamping. And I am using sentiments from Mini Mates. This is a new stamp set. It comes with a really cool die. So I'm using Get Well Soon, or I'm using Just Thinking of You on the front and Get Well Soon. And I'm using the Storytime Label Punch to punch my sentiment out of Whisper White cardstock. And all the measurements will be below the video in the description if you don't catch them here. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell down there so you get notifications when I upload a video. I'd love to have you subscribe. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to send you a catalog. All right, so this is for our belly band, Just Thinking of You, and I've stamped a little heart from Ridiculously Awesome. I love this heart. I'm going to stamp that on the side, and I'm using terracotta tile for that. We'll stamp that right there. So I'm bringing in a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and this is for the sentiment, which is going to sit this way inside the card. And this says, Get Well Soon. I'm going to stamp it towards the top. All right. And then this is 2.5 by 2.5, and it's going to layer on a piece of terracotta tile. And that piece is 2 5/8 by 2 5/8. I'm putting the glue on it. Looks about right. Get Well Soon. And then I'm going to bring in my card that's been drying. Isn't that pretty? Okay, and we're going to put this in the center. And again, you don't need a lot of glue. Just needs to go over a little bit. Get Well Soon. Okay, and we have 2 pieces of designer series paper for the front here on the sides. And they are each 1 7/8 by 3 7/8. Like this. There's one side. Beautiful morning here on the farm. Went for my morning walk, and sometimes I see a lot of deer, but I didn't this morning. Okay, so that's our basic card, and now we're going to do the belly band that goes around it that looks like this. Okay, so this is a belly band. It's 1 by 9, and I have a piece of ribbon that's about 1 by 9 also. And I'm going to use tear and tape to lay that down on the belly band so it's just nice and smooth. And tear and tape is really sticky, which is good. It holds things really well. I'm going to take my Take-A-Pick tool and just kind of lift that top piece off the glue. Like that. Take my ribbon and lay it down over it. Like so. There. And I'm going to cut that end off. Just like that. Now what I'm going to do is bring the card back in. And you don't want this belly band to be super tight because you've got to be able to slip it on and off the card. So I'm just kind of loosely folding it over the card. And I'm going to take my glue and just put some glue right here to hold that. Kind of spread it out a little bit. And I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of the label itself, just along the center. I'll lay that glue on there. Okay, I'm going to run this right down the center, like so. And I think I'll put a couple extra, one above it here, one below it. All right, so this is going to go over the middle, up just a little bit like that. Just thinking of you. Artistry Blooms adhesive back sequins. Bring my Take-A-Pick tool in and put one right here, and I'm going to add a bow right there. This ribbon is from the Ornate Garden Ribbon Combo Pack. It's really pretty, and it had a green, I think it was like an olive green ribbon also with it. We'll tie a bow. There. And I'm going to pull those down and give them a trim. That's cute. We need a glue dot to hold that. There's our glue dot. We'll press that right on there like that. Thinking of you. You could change it up for birthday too. So it says just thinking of you. And open it. It says get well soon. Hey, thanks for stopping by today. I hope you enjoyed this card and hope you can make some for yourself. Take care.